What's up guys, I'm Phoenix Master 1 and welcome back for some more Fire Emblem Heroes. In this video I'm going to be giving you guys my first impression and the stat speculation of the church banner that we're getting on Monday. And the first thing that we have is Catherine. So a lot of people did expect a Three Houses banner this month, and it is indeed that with a church theme. So Catherine is a sword infantry unit. We of course have a lot of them, so it's really hard to stand out. She does have Thunder Brand, which gives her a +3 speed, and at start of combat, if the foe is above half health, then she gets +5 attack and +5 speed during the combat. And she can also bypass stuff like Weary Fighter because of the half null follow-up built into her weapon. And she can also have the Desperation effects. So she mainly seems like a player phase unit, even though the half part of null follow-up could technically be used in enemy phase for getting past stuff like impact skills. But I think she's mainly gonna be like a player phase unit. So she's a pretty strong unit, but we'll have to see the stat spread because the competition that she has is pretty insane with Marita, Fallen, Ike, Larse, and all of those other sword infantry units. She comes with Susparo 3 and Love Speed Defense, which is like the best player face option that she could ask for. So that is just really amazing. And she is gonna be like 177 or 178 BST, and she is gonna be taking out this Blue Manakete. So I did try to speculate the stats out of this combat. So here she's gonna get her Draconic Aura. And I think that she's going to be having this kind of stat spread. She's going to have pretty high attack and of course really high speed. This could be even higher, but I think 40 is like at the very least because she gets +3 out of her weapon. Then she's going to be having the standard, not very high resistance for a sword infantry unit and good defense. So pretty standard like stat spread for a sword infantry unit in my opinion in the modern times. If she ends up having more speed than this, then it is going to be really interesting because she's going to be insanely fast. She already gets +3 speed from her weapon, and if the effect is active, then she also gets +5 speed. So that is going to be pretty interesting. Many of the other sword infantry units do get defense and resistance as well, like a Spectrum +5 buff with their weapon. Catherine does not, so that would definitely, you know, hamper her enemy phase utility compared to those kinds of units, if that's something that she wants to do. So that is going to be Catherine, the first unit we have on this banner. And then we have got Flayn. So they absolutely did justice to Flayn. She is a flying healer, and that is just so unique. We don't have too many of those. And she comes with a preferred staff as well, so she is completely unique. She's got Cadesia's staff. So it's a 14 might staff with Wrathful staff built into it, and it also has drive damage reduction basically. So it reduces damage from foes attack during combat to allies within 2 spaces by 30%. So in my opinion, this makes her one of the best support units in the entire game, along with stuff like Male Corrin with the Auto Refine, Brave Lucina with her Weapon Refine. You know, all of those are really unique buffing capabilities and support capabilities. So what this allows you to do is basically not run stuff like Repel or Spurn on your slot B, and instead go with other slot B skills like Lull skill, Special Spiral, or even Null Follow-Up. And of course, units who do not have access to damage reduction can also enjoy damage reduction with the help of Flayn support. So that is going to be pretty huge for a lot of units. So I'm really interested to see how she turns out to be. And she's got a new assist skill as well. It's been a while since we have got a new assist skill for healers. So she's got Rescue Staff, which is pretty much a healing drawback essentially. So that is pretty amazing because healers don't have any kind of assist skills, and Rescue does bring that thing into the game. So she's incredibly unique with that assist and preferred weapon alone. And then she's got the Bomb skill, Dazzling Staff, and Ground Orders. Ground Orders is also really amazing for the mobility. So overall, she is really amazing when it comes to being a unique unit, and she's going to be a fantastic support unit. I think that she's going to be having a stat spread similar to this. I think she's going to be having pretty high attack, not very high speed, but also high resistance. So here she takes out this 4-star Green Cavalier, so I'm really excited about Flayn, honestly. Really unique support unit, and healers never had access to that kind of support, and also that kind of, you know, healing assist. And then we've got Seteth. And he's also saved. A lot of people were really fearful that he would end up like Carmack, Heat, or Trevant as a Lance Flyer, just not having any kind of preferred weapon, just getting ditched. But he does come with Spear of Asil, and this is a pretty nice weapon because it gives him +3 speed, and it also has basically Joint Drive attack and Joint Drive speed built into it, so he can enjoy extra attack and speed, and so can allies within 2 spaces. And he also has dull attack speed, so he's basically able to ignore the buffs of foe in attack and speed. And that is pretty unique too, because flyers don't have access to lull skills. So this is really amazing and quite unique, honestly. And I'm really happy that he didn't get shafted and actually got a preferred weapon. Now he's a 4-star demote of this banner, so that's actually pretty good for a lot of the fans of him because you could easily plus and merge him. He doesn't come with the greatest base kit though. He has got Brazen attack speed, which is not really all that good. He has got swap and drive attack. Drive attack is probably the most useful one. But this allows him to be a more unique Lance Flyer who can support and who can be fast because he gets more speed from his weapon. So unlike a lot of the Lance Flyers, he's not going to be ending up with a middling speed, at least I think. Even though he might have base speed of like 35 or something, he can still get more speed from his weapon. So here he's going to be taking out this red mage, and I think that he's going to be having a stat spread similar to this. Having 34 base speed, I know that's like the curse speed, but I think he might have that kind of speed and more defense. But if they want to min-max him, then he could of course have like base 37 speed, and that would be insane with lower defense. So any of those things are possible, but at least he's going to be having this much attack, and he's probably going to be having low resistance. So definitely pretty amazing unit, honestly, and I'm really happy that he didn't get shafted. And then we move on to the final unit of this banner, which is going to be Shamir. Insanely popular unit out of 3 houses. Also, is it just me or this arrow appears to be like Photoshop, because she's not holding at the end of the arrow in her hand, it's like above her hand. But yeah, she's gonna be a green infantry archer. So she's actually a really powerful unit because of her weapon. She's got Survivalist Bow, which gives her -1 special cooldown, and if she's alone, then she gets +6 attack and speed during combat, and also gets the fire sweep effect if foe's HP is above 80%. We do have Eleonora with that kind of effect, so this is definitely going to be pretty powerful because she basically has attack speed solo built into her weapon, then she has attack speed solo on her slot A, and you could likely run Sparrow or something like that on her Sacred Seal, and you don't really need to run Desperation because she can have the fire sweep effect. And Null follow-up is absolutely going to be amazing with that kind of weapon. Extremely synergetic base kit, and she's got Rouse attack speed, which also has really amazing synergy with the rest of her kits. So she's going to be a very powerful bow unit. Green color is both good and bad. Good in the matchups where she's going to be facing units like Brave Hector, which are really meta defining, and they're blue, so against them Shamir is going to be having the upper hand. She of course has the fire sweep effect, so Brave Hector cannot run Null counter disrupt, so that is going to be pretty amazing. But if she was colorless, she would be insane nuke. So green color is both a pro and a con. But we'll have to see what her stat spread is, because even though someone like Legendary Crom is blue, he's still insanely powerful. So here she's going to be triggering Moonbow on this guy, and I think she's going to be having this kind of stat spread. Base 40 speed and base 40 attack. I think she definitely has base 40 attack from what I calculated, and she's going to be having a bit higher defense and lower resistance. Those two stats don't really matter. Attack and speed is pretty much everything for her. And this kind of 40-40 offensive spread is going to be pretty insane with the double solos that she's got both in her weapon and slot A. So she could be incredibly offensive. And she's going to be having the same BST as Shinon, of course. So that is going to be the banner. And I'm overall really happy. Especially with how they handled Flayn and Seteth. They didn't really shaft them. So I'm really happy about that. And here we actually see Sumner with Folk Vanger, I think, of Alphonse. He's not using Breda Blick, the gun thing, which we shoot to summon things. But so that is interesting. This is the Dreamland, so Freya could make anything happen. And we also have Nemesis as the Grand Hero Battle unit that's going to be coming out on 20th. And he appears to be a sword unit, of course, wielding Dark Creator's sword. So I hope it at least has somewhat similar effects to Creator's sword. Because Creator's sword is an incredibly powerful weapon with stacked effects. And he can be an armored unit as well if they want to do that. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but being an infantry unit would be better in my opinion. If he's an infantry unit, that would be pretty amazing in my opinion, because mobility of the armor unit, I'm not the biggest fan of that. Unless it's something like Brave Edelgard or just incredibly powerful armor like Brave Hector. So yeah, Nemesis, really looking forward to him. His art is absolutely S+ tier, like godlike art. A lot of people did want him to be a mythic unit, but he ended up as a Grand Hero Battle unit. But getting him for free is actually going to be pretty cool, and that's a chance of having God Shattering Star playing on that Grand Hero Battle map. So having God Shattering Star in the game, you know, that's a win in my book. I would just say that. So pretty excited about this banner. Let me know what do you think about this banner, and what do you think about our upcoming free unit. I want to thank all of my YouTube members for their constant support. It really means a lot. And if you enjoyed, then please be sure to leave a like and a comment. Helps me tremendously. And be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell, because YouTube sub boxes are about as functional as I will be if God Shattering Star doesn't play on Nemesis Grand Hero Battle. So that's that. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.